So Mark Beaumont just set a world record. This is crazy this year. Amanda Cooker, I'm not sure her last name, Cocker or Cooker. Amanda, Google her up, man. Google up Amanda Cocker. If I remember, if someone else, if I forget, put it in the links below. We've got Kurt Seevogel, set the world record last year before. Amanda Coker set the world record for most miles done in a year. It's so many miles. It's unbelievable. People didn't believe it, man. People did not. They said she's a fraud. She's lied. Didn't. No. So they sent journalists out there. Spectators would go out there. One guy flew all the way from the United Kingdom and just sat there by the track. And he did not believe it. He's like, I'm going to go there and expose this Amanda cyclist girl. And he went there and he's like, holy shit, this is real. This is real. She did insane mileage, right? Mark Beaumont set the world record for around the world. You know, like obviously you catch a plane between certain parts where you can't ride your bike across the ocean, but around the world in 80 days. Did really good. Not as many miles as Amanda Cocker. Now, people ask me, there's two parts of the video. First part is thumbs up to these cyclists who do incredible feats on a bike. It shows you how amazing the bicycle is and how far you can cover on a bicycle. Fuck the Uber, fuck the taxi, fuck the bus, fuck the car, fuck the train, fuck the plane. Ride your bike, burn fat and oil. They did an insane amount of miles. Incredible. I couldn't do that many miles. Which brings us to the second part. The reason why I couldn't is I'm too lean. I mean, I've done maybe 9,000 Ks this year. These guys are doing that per like fortnight or per month even. Like just an insane amount of mileage. I mean, the mileage that Amanda has done to set the world record, no one's going to ever beat that unless it's her, she does it again. Yeah, she does crazy mileage. We talk about it a lot, man, me and the riders. Amanda gets talked about a lot, and a lot of guys can't hack it because it's a female. But it's crazy. She dominated, man. She killed it. She crushed everyone's record. Insane. Did in the same laps, same loops, riding a bike in Florida in the same loops. That's even harder because you don't have the stimulation of variety. But people say, why are these people, Mark, Kurt, and Amanda, they're not super skinny, not super lean like you are, durianrider? Why? Why? That is just what I'm talking about. It's hormones, man. These people have different sort of hormones because they're in like animal products. So you can never, ever, ever lose the weight through diet, through exercise alone. If your hormones are pumped up with animal products, etc., you just will never do it. And this is proof. Mark Beaumont has gained weight. He's gained weight from when he first was training a few years ago to now. You know what I mean? Around the world in 80 days and gained weight? How does that work? Kurt Seevogel did maybe 70,000 miles and swole over 90, maybe close to 100 kilos. I'm 66 kilos right now and my fitness is really poor. You go on Strava and you'll see dozens of guys that I've coached up, cadence, power, carbs, ahead of me, Dois Tep or the Moncham loop, etc. You know, there's plenty of guys I've coached up, cadence, carbs, power meters, Strava, and they're in front of me, you know. And so it's like, well, you look at my times aren't as fast as they were maybe 3-4 years ago. So, and I'm lean. I'm as lean as Chris Froome on 9,000 Ks this year, which is nothing. 9,000 Ks, anyone can do that. That's like 2 weeks mileage for Amanda Cocker. All what I've done in 10 months, essentially, almost 10 months, is what Amanda can do in 2 weeks. 10 months. How many weeks is that? 40 weeks. 40 weeks versus 2 weeks. Insane. But people say, why isn't Amanda lean? Why isn't Kurt lean? Why isn't Mark Beaumont lean? Why aren't they super lightweight greyhounds? I mean, they're definitely not fat people. They're not fat at all. But they're not the typical pro cyclist slim look. What is that? They're not your typical high carb vegan cyclist look. Someone's been doing a high carb vegan thing for a year or 2 or 3. Slim, very lean, you know. I mean, we've got the crew here in Chiang Mai and there's big gaps in fitness, but we're all very, very slim. You know, people here in Chiang Mai, there's maybe 15 vegans in Chiang Mai right now, and we're all very slim. And it's like, we all look pretty much the same. It's quite interesting. But that's just more proof that you cannot out-train a weight gain diet. You know, it has animal products, etc. These people, they love their McDonald's, they love their Nutella, a lot of eggs and stuff like that. That will keep the weight on. So people will say, oh, you're only lean because you do a lot of training. It's like, no, not at all. I'm lean because I eat high carb, low fat, low protein. And that keeps your hormones at the level, it creates you more like a slim greyhound, like a little figsy look. And if you want to be more anabolic, heavier, if you want to be 90 kilos, 80 kilos plus, then animal products going to help you do that. So this is just proof. We've got the world champions, the world record holders, man. The amount of mileage that Amanda's done, that Mark has done, Mark's I can sort of believe, but Amanda's is just out of this world. And she's done it. This is legit. This is not a fraud. This is not spam. This is nothing. Amanda did those miles. This is legit. You know, they had magazine reporters going out there. She had so many haters. They would turn up to Florida and go, fuck, she's actually done this, doing this. It's legit. When I saw it, I even did comments about, said, no, this is not true. How can she ride that fast? Blah, blah, blah. She had some pace lines and stuff going, but it doesn't matter. You're still on the bike 16 hours a day. No matter how many miles she's done. She's almost, I think it's average like 380 Ks a day on the same bit of road. That's insane, man. That's insane. That's awesome. But it's just like, I couldn't do that. I would last maybe a month. And then people would say, Harley, you are too skinny, bro. You're fucking 56 kilos, 6 foot. You look like a 6 foot tapeworm who's breatharian. Time to stop. My body would just shut down. My motivation would be gone. My thyroid, my hypothalamus, my pituitary would say, dude, stop. You can't ride anymore. This is done. And my motivation would just tank. Doesn't matter how many stims there could be on. Everything would just tank. Because when you get too lean, my body fat's like 3-4%, even in the off season. So doing stuff like that on a high carb vegan, you're just gonna drop. Thankfully, Indie Pack is only 5,000 Ks. That's only 2 weeks. I can do that. I can do that and, high carb vegan, etc. But when you're doing a high carb vegan with low fat, your weight just drops right off. It just drops right off. So these people could not do what they've done on high carb vegan because they would not get enough certain calories to keep the body weight on. And the body has to have a lot of weight on it if it wants to do crazy ultra endurance stuff. For fast 10Ks, fast time trials, yeah, you gotta be lean. But if you want to do ultra epic shit in a year, you have to be sort of like heavy set. Otherwise your body will just shut you down. So that's why I could never do those things because I could never get to that body weight. But man, what they've done is just, can you imagine, man? Being on the bike for that long every day, that's... Amanda deserves more publicity than she's getting. Mark Beaumont's stuff was good, but he had it was different. He had variety, man. He's riding across Australia, riding through Russia, US. It's a lot easier when you got constantly different terrain. Amanda, though, the same course all the time. When her back's fucked, she'll jump into a recumbent and ride. People are like, that's still miles on the bike, still turn the pedals, man. Still counts in my book. Amanda's effort is insane, but it just goes to show you, man, it's not about exercise for weight loss, all right? It's all about what you eat. Obviously, we all need to do sport. It's healthy. Riding a bike's good, man. Riding a bike's good. Amanda's story is very motivational. She got hit by a car. Hit by a car by someone who could be riding a bike. Ride your bike more, people. I saw some people last night. They had these little pollution masks on, and then they got out of the back of a taxi. And I'm like, what an oxymoron. You care about pollution, but you're in a taxi wearing a little mask. You're curating pollution for the people behind you, pedestrians, cyclists, motorists, etc. Why not ride a bike? We all need to ride more versus drive more, Ride more, drive less. And if you're eating high carb, man, these videos just trigger me, don't they? I can get people lean. You look at the people here in Chiang Mai now. You know what I mean? People so lean. Every single person who's in Chiang Mai today is as lean as any World Cup cyclist. And the fitness levels varies a lot. You got Paul Van's Wheel, 27 minutes up the doi, no drugs, no samadols, no drafting, no buses. Very, very lean. And you got someone, who's doing it in 47 minutes, 20 minutes slower, who's also very lean. Same diet, So that's what we're talking about. Your diet determines your weight based on your hormones. Hormones determine weight. I can make anyone obese. I can make anyone super lean. Anyone. I can make anyone extremely muscular, extremely strong. Hormones. That's what it all comes down to at the end of the day. Hormones determine your weight. They determine your motivation level as well. Because if you become underweight, then see you later. Bye-bye. Your motivation drops down. That's why you'll never ever see anorexics riding bikes or running fast. You can't, because your motivation just drops right off. Once you get to a certain BMI, a certain point, your body goes, dude, shut it down, shut it down. And then you'll see people using thyroid medications or various hormones to try and push through that barrier, corticosteroids, prednisone, etc., to try and push through that natural barrier. And yeah, it'll work, but you just see them, implode mentally, emotionally later in life. But I just want to give a shout out there to Amanda and Mark and Kurt. Don't agree with the diet, you guys do, but I understand that's what it takes to keep the weight on. But it just goes to show you how far a bike can go. And I think it'd be great if more people ride bikes, and definitely when you're thinking, oh, it's too far to ride 20 Ks to work, think of Amanda Cocker, man. Think of Amanda Cocker. Someone tell me down below, is it Cocker or Cocker? She did in crazy effort, man, crazy effort. And they're the people I'll be thinking of when I do an indie pack next year. I think a lot of people as well, but it's amazing the mileage they've done, man. Can you imagine, man? Fucking hell. That's just insane. That's insane miles.